Okay, this experiment is to examine the freezer and show how aliens, Aerostockians, seek comfort in the cold. In this case, it's a freezer. Like you may have read in some of my earlier commentaries how they were very hot to the touch. So that's the reason why they started originally in the refrigerator. Since I've taken so many photos, I guess they got uncomfortable with me knowing their exact location. So they have abandoned the refrigerator, all but a few. And those that remain are more like spirits and not like the ones that take human shape. This experiment is a little bit risky, so meant to be because they come out and embed on you. And they embed into your forehead. And when they embed is white. And so far I've got a little group that I haven't been able to get out, but maybe in time. Also, it can be risky. If they want to, they can blind you in one eye. The biggest point about this experiment is that how do they get into the freezer? The freezer is always locked or closed. I never really use it. I bought at the store catfish for them, and I don't really go in it anymore. But the point I want to make is that you're going to see a lot of them in the freezer. So in order to get inside of the freezer, they had to pass through. Well, we know that light is stopped by an object. You shine light at a brick wall and it will not pass through the wall. So, but we know that they can pass through the wall. We've seen that in some videos. They can pass through everything, which goes to say that they're made from light. Whole light beings, they're made from light, but the final product of them they're not light. So this allows them to pass through. And all the white you see is what you see in the night sky. And all that white I collected is the same you see here. Except when you shoot the camera into the night sky, you can't get the camera won't pick them up. But here I think we might be able to pick it up. I can see it with my eye, but let's see if the camera will pick it up. So the point is, they're made of light, and but their final product is not light. Because if they were whole light beings and it didn't change, then they could not pass through the freezer or anything else. So let's open the freezer and see what we find. Okay, here we go. Well, as you can see, this freezer hasn't been opened. Let's see, we're going to try to get along the walls and maybe there. See if the camera will pick some of this up. There's one right there. You can see him pretty good. You can see a lot of them up in there. Okay, but again, the problem is my camera is unable to pick them up completely and see what else can we get out of here. I'm going to have to remove the camera from the stand, I think, in order to really have an opportunity to show you what's down in there. So let's try that and see what happens now. We also tripod. Okay. Now you can start to see a lot more white. You can see all those faces into the yellow. You can see a lot of them real good, some of them here. Once again, it's kind of hard to pick them up but that's an example. See all the white? The white is not reflection. That's aeros. It's the same white plasma type substance that you see in my videos. Like the last one I did was showing you the same substance on the ground. Well, at any rate, I hope that you could see these faces. And it's a lot of them. That sound you hear is not coming from me. Well, that's basically it. Like I say, I hope most of you could see the faces and you could see the white substance. And we're going to close the refrigerator, freeze it back off, and we're going to leave them alone. At any rate, I hope you understand what I was saying. And like I said, my main point was that we always say they're whole light beings, but in fact they're not. They're made from whole light, but the final product of them is not light. Because the proof of that is if you shine light at any solid object, it will stop there. These guys go through everything. So we know that the final product of them definitely is not light. Well, hope you enjoy.